First things first, this is a tough question, and I know it stirs up a lot of feelings in the Adventist community. Should someone really be disfellowshipped for eating pork or drinking alcohol? Let's talk about it openly, honestly, and with the spirit of truth. The Bible is clear in Leviticus 11. God lists certain animals, like pigs, as unclean and tells his people not to eat them. And when it comes to alcohol, Proverbs 20:1 warns, "Wine is a mocker, strong drink is raging, and whosoever is deceived thereby is not wise." Ellen G. White pulls no punches on this. She writes, "The use of intoxicating liquors is a sin against God and against man, and calls tea and coffee sinful indulgence." So why is it that the Adventist Church has never made the eating of unclean meats a condition of membership? Why aren't we more strict? Honestly, it's something that bothers a lot of us. I've read in the Review and Herald articles how members in our past history quietly raised pigs or had a glass of wine at home. Today is no different. There are many among us Adventists who currently drink and eat meats that are unclean. Just recently, my son was telling me about a pastor here in the United Kingdom whose friend was invited to this pastor's home and was shown a wine cellar full of wine that the pastor was proud to show. Some feel it's a private matter. Others argue, well, I'm not hurting anyone, but is that really what God asks of us? Ellen White says, no one can be a true Christian and yet indulge habits which bring disease to the body and the mind. That's a hard truth, one that doesn't leave much wiggle room. Our health message isn't just a suggestion, it's part of our calling. Romans 12:1 says, "Present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God." But let's get real. Discipline isn't about shaming people or driving them away. Church discipline, at its best, is about loving someone enough to call them to a higher standard. Galatians 6:1 reminds us, if someone is caught in a sin, you who live by the Spirit should restore that person gently. I'm not here to condemn anybody. We've all fallen short. But I do think that as Adventists, we need to care enough to have these uncomfortable conversations. If someone is openly living in ways that go against what we know is right, whether it's raising pigs, eating pork, drinking alcohol, or even selling these things, shouldn't we, as a church, address it? Not out of anger, but out of love. Ellen White writes, "Let not those who profess to be reformers indulge in practices that are out of harmony with the principles of health reform. If we truly believe God's standards are for our good, then we owe it to one another to uphold them." So, should Adventists be disfellowshipped for eating pork or drinking alcohol? Maybe the real question is, do we love each other enough to help each other live out God's best? That's something worth thinking about.